What's going on, guys? My name is Lewis from setupvolleyball.com, and today I want to teach you guys how to pass a volleyball. So step number one when we're learning to pass a volleyball, don't get that for the time being, is that your pass comes from your feet movement and your legs. It is not from your arms like many people think. So when we are getting in correct position, we want to have our feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. This gives us a nice stable platform to move off of as we need to react to the ball. The next thing that you want to have is we want to be nice and balanced, and we always want to be in a ready position when we're passing. So we want our knees to be over our toes, and we want to be in this nice squatted position. So we're not stood upright, we're not squatting all the way down here, we're in a nice sort of middle ground. So generally around this sort of area is a nice area, because we want to try and take the ball in the centre of our body, sort of between almost your knee and your midriff. So you're in a nice stable position when you're passing at all times. So again, feet shoulder width apart, just over, whatever feels comfortable really, but generally just over shoulder width apart is a good place to be. Knees over the top of your toes, so you're in that ready position on your toes. This, just by doing it, it automatically puts your weight to the front of your toes. So if I need to react to a ball, I can just react. I'm not on my heels here and then coming forward, having to move. I'm just on my toes, step, ready to go. And then after we have our legs down, we obviously move on to our arms. So the best way to teach the arms, I find, is that you have your palms facing the sky, and then you want to take one hand and put it on top of the other one. Doesn't matter which hand, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And then you want to take your thumbs and put them over the top of this like V shape here. So there's your V shape, thumbs over the top. Turn your wrist down slightly so that both your arms become level and flat, and you create a really nice stable platform to pass that ball off of. So in this position, knees over toes, arms out here. The last thing that we need to consider when we're trying to pass is that, I'll turn side on so it explains better, is we don't want our arms tucked into our body, because it means we can't move very well without our body changing shape. Whereas if we have a nice gap in this area here, we can turn our shoulders, we can be free with our movements. So if the ball is outside of my body line and I'm like this, I'm going to really struggle to get this ball without swinging everything. Whereas if the ball is out of my body line here and I have this gap, I can turn my shoulders freely and still create that angle back to where I'm trying to pass to. So the last thing to consider when we're passing is that once we have our stance ready to go, you're not swinging your arms very much, you're more using a full extension of your body. So from this position, I will step into the ball. I won't just swing my arms at it. Because I'm swinging my arms, I'm not very controlled. If I'm using my body weight, my momentum, that ball is going to go where I want it to. So I'll just quickly give you an example. I step into the ball, I don't just swing my arms. That's pretty much all there is to passing a volleyball. There's lots of drills you can do to work on this, even if you're on your own. And I'll actually put some of them in there right now for you, so you guys can get practicing this and become better passers. If you found this video useful, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and if you like content like this, do consider subscribing, as we're going to be dropping lots more helpful tutorials and tips to get you better at volleyball. Thanks a lot. Bye.
I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now.